So we're here today at Stoke City Football Club, who we've been working very closely with since 2011 when we agreed a partner club relationship. We were brought in initially on the recommendation of first team manager Tony Pulis, really with the aim of providing the club with a long-term development programme that will over time consistently produce a bigger pool of players that have the attributes to play first team football, whether that be in the Premier League or in Europe, where the club have done so well for the first time this season.
It's a system that not only improves the players' techniques, but you have to think as well. You know, it makes you think, it makes you concentrate on the movement as well as the ball control. And as a young lad, or young coach, sorry, you know, I got to know about Coerver, got to know about his work, and I think it's really improved people. The game has progressed so much, and teams are now so organised that you need leg beaters. You need people to take people out of the game a lot of the times to get the opportunity and chances to score. And that will never change. And this, if it's an improvement, and it is an improvement, with players' technical ability, and especially in one-on-one situations, you know, we will want it, and you know, we're desperate. That's why, like I say at the beginning, I've tried to get it implemented in, because I think it's a way to teach players to, you know, to take people out of the game, especially in one-on-one situations. It's a great tool to use, and it's an interesting one, and something that stimulates the mind. And I think the different drills that you can do can be implemented also in the shape and the pattern that you decide to play with on a Saturday. So again, you know, I don't think that it would do any harm, the first team doing it and working on it.
It's not only the younger players at the club that we're working with. I've worked with the first team squad this morning to prepare them for the session that you can see behind me. I use Coerver Ball Mastery as part of the warm-up. This type of work is really fantastic for developing your touch. No matter the level you play at, your touch can never be good enough. The gaffer's a believer in this type of work, and it's fantastic that we have this opportunity to work with the top quality professional players we have here at Stoke. This also includes record signing Peter Crouch, who was part of the Coerver programme as a young player. Yeah, I did Coerver when I was a kid. You know, it was extremely beneficial for me and enjoyable. I think that was the main thing, and you know, I think it was fantastic to help you know, practice the skills and ability that you need when you're a professional player. Yeah, I think when you're a kid, the most important thing is you know, ability, technical ability. You know, your first touch, skills. You know, with Coerver, you know, when I was there, everyone was, you know, every player had a ball, and it was all about, you know, getting your touch right and you know, improving the basic skills of the game really. And then obviously the team shape and everything else comes, you know, later on in life. But certainly the foundation is, you know, what Coerver was based on, in you know, my opinion, was just skills and technique, and that's what you need, you know, to play at the highest level. So the Partner Club programme that we provide here for Stoke City covers 4 areas, the first being specialist technical coaching for the players. Part of my role here at the club is to work on a weekly basis with players through the various age groups in the academy. This is predominantly with the under-9 to under-12 age groups, where we are focusing on the players becoming masters of the ball and developing their core technical skills to a level where they're able to consistently use these skills effectively at game speed and also under game pressure from opponents. We want our young players here at Stoke to have a precise first touch, be able to run with the ball, be able to dominate in 1v1 situations, and also be able to strike the ball cleanly, all with both feet, which will give the players many more options during gameplay. The second area in which we provide expertise to the club is coach education. We've delivered an intensive programme this season for the coaching staff at the club. Coerver is central to the new club philosophy throughout the academy programme, from under-9 right through to under-16, and is integrated into every session. The real idea behind our coach education programme here at Stoke is to supplement the knowledge of the excellent staff we have here at the club, which includes a number of ex-professional players.
As a coach, you've got to always be looking to learn, and these sessions have certainly helped all the academy coaches to learn and move forward in what they're doing and the sort of philosophy that Stoke City want to adhere to. What's happened over the last, say, 2 or 3 years is that Stoke City Football Club have said, look, we want to work at progressing the academy. We want to produce players, and with that we've put little structures in place, and within that structure is Coerver, and they're inherent in how Stoke want to move forward. So I think it's an important statement that the club are making.
I think it's Obviously, at the moment, we're in the infancy in a large extent of the academy at Stoke City, and I think there's no two ways about it. It's an exciting time now. The relationship we've got with Coerver is absolutely magnificent because it's a tried and tested formula to producing technically good players. Now, as a club, we bought into that from top to bottom. So when Tony Pulis initially sort of recommended Coerver as a tool for the academy to use, that says everything it needs to say.
The third area of expertise is session planning. We've helped to construct a new coaching syllabus here at the club, which has involved developing an age-specific drill library which integrates into the season's coaching programme. The fourth area in which we provide support for the club is the home study website. The idea behind the website is to supplement the development of the players and the coaches at the club. We need to give the players every chance possible to improve their skills, and this innovative website gives each player and coach access to a video library of skills that the players can work on at home and the coaches can introduce to their sessions.
We think Coerver have brought an awful lot of value to the programme that we already had in place in Stoke, but we felt, that the programme that we've intertwined with the Coerver programme is working magnificently well. It's structured it in a better way, it's providing CPD for all the coaches, and we're delighted with the progress that we're making. We think it's important that the technical programme has a direction. It links to the philosophy that the club want and the direction that they want it to take. So we feel it pulls all that in line together. In terms of the coach programme, we feel it's vital that all the coaches are singing off the same hymn sheet, so to speak, so that there's a clear way of how we want things done, how we want things delivered. The club have made a significant investment over the last few years into the academy. It's brilliant to see how serious we are as a football club now in terms of long-term player development and pushing players through into the first team. The Coerver programme is helping us massively with that in terms of the technical development and the competencies that the players need to play at the top level. We're delighted with the partnership that's in place and helping players to achieve their aim of making it into a professional footballer.
Yeah, he's starting to do it quite a lot now. Obviously his confidence is increasing, and some of the games he's been playing recently against like Man United, Nottingham Forest, Man City, he's growing in confidence, so he's starting to do the skills in the matches.
They played Notts Forest at the weekend on Sunday, and he used a couple of them on Sunday in a game, a couple of step overs, the drag push, which he quite likes. And yeah, he has used them quite a few now in a couple of games that I've seen him play. So, and it's nice to see that, and he's got the confidence to do that in game.
Well, it helps me now with my first touch, and I've got now the confidence to use the skills from Coerver to go and attack and get a shot off on goal.
Well, when I used to win the ball, when a midfielder came back, and then I used to win the ball, I used to always pass it, but now I have the confidence to actually run and take on a player, and then maybe then pass it, so then it's easier for the attacker to go.
The club have a long-term vision to make Stoke City one of the leading academies in the country. We're delighted that the club have been granted Category 1 academy status under the Elite Player Performance Plan, and we at Coerver are providing expertise to help turn Stoke City's long-term vision for player and coach development into a reality through our Partner Club programme. So what we've done is we've brought a group of players from our Performance Academy programmes in Sussex, in the Midlands and also in Devon up to Liverpool Academy for a training day, a training experience with Adidas International training programme. So we've arrived at the training complex this morning. The lads have been taken on a tour of the training ground, and then we've worked with the academy coaches at Liverpool, session in the morning with a light lunch, and then trained again in the afternoon. So again, a great experience for the guys who generally wouldn't get a chance to experience, Premiership grade training facilities and also Premiership grade training.
It's one of the best in Europe. A lot of people, a lot of clubs, a lot of countries have been here to see how we operate and looking for the magic that Liverpool has. And not only the kids, you've only got to see the faces of the parents. It is Liverpool Football Club, and for them to have the opportunity of coming here and have their photograph taken on the steps behind me and having a day with Liverpool and having been down to the shop, going in the shop and going around the shop and being able to buy some mementos of their day, it'll be probably one of the best days some of them will have had in their lives, and they will tell you that. And the parents are more excited than the kids here today.
So we've formed a partnership between Coerver Coaching and the Adidas International Training Programme, which allows us to take our players from our Performance Academy programmes to Adidas partner clubs. So as an example, we've been to Chelsea over the summer, and today we're here at Liverpool. We've also taken players abroad to places like AC Milan and Real Madrid and Ajax. So again, what a phenomenal experience for grassroots players to be able to experience the training grounds, training methods, and just generally the atmosphere of these sort of world famous clubs.
Well, Liverpool do have a coaching programme which is a progressive one, and the Coerver thing is always added to the skill factor together what we're able to teach them, because it is a well known, it's a well balanced, it definitely works, and the techniques and the skills are there for people to use in a coaching sense, because the coaches have to, not only the kids go there, the coaches have to be able to do it as well, to demonstrate and to use that to the full benefit, as is a very well respected means of developing young people. And I would say most of the academy people and coaches, whether it's and clubs, have actually used some of those skills in order with their own ideas of how the game should be coached and how it should be played.
Certainly from elements of the sessions that we saw, I think there's a lot of ball mastery work going on, the ball manipulation, exercises we use to develop coordination, flexibility, first touch. I think that would be a common theme no matter what club you were to go to. But it was good to see, obviously, the Liverpool Academy today that it looked like a lot of the sessions were Coerver influenced, if you like.
The primary reason for the weekend is to visit a world-class football academy at Chelsea Football Club, and to give boys that would not normally have an experience of playing and training on these facilities the chance to do that. The 0.1% of player who gets picked up by a scout and brought into a system like this to do his 6 weeks training and possibly more. They're the elite boys, and very few get that opportunity apart from those. This allows people that would not normally get that chance to come and do it and experience it.
Yeah, it's a matter of trying to give young players absolutely fantastic experiences of working and training in the best facilities, in the best clubs, and also getting access to areas that most young players wouldn't get access to.
So our groups from Ireland have flown in, groups from England have got the coach down to our hotel in Cobham, which is just a few miles from the training centre. We've trained in the morning, we've had a tour of the academy, we've had lunch here provided. We've then trained again in the afternoon, which again is a great sort of example to the lads of getting into the habit of training twice a day, which is something that they won't be used to, but as a young professional, something that they have to do.
Yeah, today the boys have come in, and as it's just a sort of one-off session, we say we're not going to sort of go too heavy into too much coaching and stand still talking. We just like to give the boys an idea of what sort of training the guys that are academy players here do. So they've come in today and experienced the typical sort of passing drills, the games, the technique work, all just to give them an idea of what they would be experiencing if they was an academy player, and they did really well. The facilities, obviously, we're very lucky. We've got top pitches. Every group has their own training pitch and a different pitch for matches, so the pitch is in top condition all year round. So it's a fantastic opportunity. Yeah, I mean, the technical work and the Coerver type work is really important to get boys exposed to that ball mastery type stuff, the coordination and flexibility, and just, like I said, mastering the ball and having that perfect touch it's really crucial. And if boys ever did want to step onto that next level, it's obviously something that you need.
So this morning we've got up nice and early. The kids have had and the parents have had a nutritious breakfast to set them up for the day. We've then got a coach down to Stamford Bridge, because obviously we're here at Chelsea, to do a stadium tour, which the kids have loved. Got to see really the process that their heroes and the players go through on a match day.
I'm Peter from Galway. My son Dara has come on the trip with me here. He's been doing Coerver coaching for probably 18 months. It's been tremendous. He's got a lot out of it. He's got confidence. His skills have improved. The trip to Chelsea has been fantastic. I'd recommend it to anybody to come. What I can see is Austin in Coerver Galway has really brought on our kids to a higher standard.
One of the other important things about Coerver is the attention for discipline and attitude as well, which they're learning each week in Coerver coaching in Galway. Austin is instilling that to the kids and reminding them that it's not just all about football and the game, that attitude and discipline is quite important to football as well.
Football-wise, this is brilliant. You know, what they've done, it'll be a memory forever. And I've really enjoyed it. I've took pride in just watching what the boys do. And the dads have had a good time as well. Just chilled out and relaxed and enjoyed everything.
What a great opportunity for grassroots players who, without a programme such as this, as the Adidas International Training Programme, would probably never get the opportunity to experience this type of environment. And I just think it is such a valuable programme that we can now offer, obviously in line with the partnership that we've got. It's great to come back to the Real Madrid University to present for a second year on their Master's degree in Talent Identification and Soccer Development course. Myself and Stoke City Academy Manager Dave Wright were invited by the university last year to provide the students with an insight into how a Category 1 Premier League academy operates both on and off the pitch and how the Coerver coaching programme fits within that structure. One of the key components of the Real Madrid Master's degree course is to give students practical applied knowledge of elite coach and player development methods from some of the world's leading clubs, federations and organisations. It's fantastic for ourselves at Coerver Coaching to be recognised amongst such a prestigious company and to be regarded as one of the leaders in our field by the football experts that oversee the course here at the Real Madrid University.
I think this for the course is very good collaboration because in the master program. We would like to the best model of developing players. We have the Ajax, Dinamo de Zagreb, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico de Madrid, most of the important clubs of Europe.
In terms of the content of the course, I delivered 2 theory presentations, and the first was to give the Master's students an insight into the evolution of the Coerver coaching programme since it was founded in 1984. The second presentation was an overview of the Stoke City FC Academy training programme, which gave the students an insight into the elite player performance plan and how Stoke as a Category 1 academy operates from top to bottom. Following on from this, we headed out to the pitch for 2 model Coerver practical sessions that we would deliver to elite players in the 7 to 11 and the 12 to 16 age groups from a coach education perspective. The main focus was to show how we teach skills from mastery to game effective use, with a particular focus on how to adapt practices and games based on the individual needs of the players using the Coerver skills bridge. I feel that one of the unique things about the Coerver coaching programme is the level of technical detail that we go into during our sessions, which is often missing from Federation licensed courses. Helping to fill this knowledge gap was one of the main reasons we were invited here by the Real Madrid University, and of course knowing the detail from a theory perspective is one thing, but understanding how to apply this knowledge practically is the real key to being an effective teacher of young players. Many of the students on the course are currently working with La Liga clubs in various roles, so there's already a vast amount of applied knowledge within the group, and it's been a real pleasure to work with them.
The practical session was brilliant. I loved how the stretching element right in the middle of the bridge, the Coerver bridge, encouraged players from the mastery side to really develop and push beyond into game success.
This is a very good work for the under 12 boys, the player football, because this is the base of the development of players, and I think this type of work proposed for Coerver implement in all academies in Spain. If you watch the best players in Spain, Xavi, Iniesta, Ramos, Navas, all of these players combine the new methodology of training when change the model of Spain, and this type of exercise focus on developing of players when they was 12, 11, 10, because this is the first part of the methodology, and I think this is a forbidden now in this moment in the academies, and I think this is the most important thing for improve the type of work for the players.
Moving forward with my club that I work with at Levante, I think I would love to talk with them about how ball mastery and the Coerver methodology is instrumental in developing young players, the golden ages from 11 and below.
As part of the collaboration with the university during the last 2 years, I've been able to visit the Real Madrid Academy, liaising with the various departments, observing matches through the age groups and generally having the opportunity to share knowledge and experience. This has been very much a two-way learning experience for both organisations. It's great to be back in Madrid. Myself and Dave Wright have been the only UK-based coaches to be invited to present on this course, which is a great honour, and I look forward to returning to Spain to contribute to the development of the coaches here and continuing our close working relationship with the Real Madrid University.
I did my pro licence several years ago, and back here today I purposely came because this is part of my CPD because of the because of Coerver, I knew of its existence, 10, 15 years ago, but I didn't see it sort of demonstrated, or I wasn't educated about it. And when I looked at all of the principles, I've got to be honest with you, I was very sceptical. I used to thought it was just about flicks and tricks, and fancy things that the Dutch players, could do, and that was brought to Spain and Barcelona and whatever else. And I was probably not very technically gifted as a centre back, so I thought, well, how could that ever, as it was, when I watched it today in terms of the curriculum, in terms of the lectures that has been given, but also as well when I watched the young children this evening, the young boys this evening, they were absolutely superb, and little simple things like movement, and about great moves, make great passes. Watching the young boys, respond so very, very well in such a disciplined way.
I thought it's been exceptional. I've actually been around Coerver for quite a while myself, following it. But I haven't seen it displayed in the way I see it today. For me, the attention to detail has been absolutely superb. And obviously seeing the kids out here tonight doing things that I don't see so much in the United States was eye-opening for me. A big exponent of Coerver, that's for sure.
I think it's important for young kids to develop techniques and skills, especially if they want to go across the water and go to a club. I think it's important that they have the technical ability and the skills, the skill acquisition. I think it's really important for a goalkeeper of the modern game to be very comfortable with their feet. I think it's something that we stress at Manchester United. Early ages that they play a lot of outfield stuff, and they learn the game, and they understand what it is to play outfield, and also with that they learn techniques and they learn skills, and also they become better athletes.
Starting at 14, 15, I'm talking starting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As much as coaches at that age sometimes in certain boys' clubs put sessions on, it's just sessions for the sake of sessions, but actually being specific in certain aspects of the game, certain aspects of controlling the ball, using both feet. There's no doubt I would have been a much better player, and I'm sure anybody you speak to would tell you the same. So it's something where if it can be implemented in the right way, in the right manner, it's hugely productive. I'm involved in the international setup, and the problem we have when our kids are 17 or 18, when you meet up with them, you're just trying to organise a team shape. Technique we can't influence, we're going to get them for 3 or 4 days, so if it can be influenced at a younger age group, brought through the new programme that Jim Magilton's doing, I think it's wonderful. These kids by the time they get 16, 17, they'll have 10 years of working with football, not just running up and down hills and doing all the old fashioned stuff, but working with the ball, specific skills, and ultimately it should make them a better player, which our long term aim is to make the Northern Ireland international team a much better team.
As I said earlier, I've been an exponent of this since probably 1996 when I first bought some tapes, and I would gladly recommend this to any club, any player. I think the point you made today, which was very valid to me, was the fact that you can take this from 6-year-old basically up to professional players, and you can tailor make it, and I think that's the beauty of Coerver. I'm obviously going to be exploring much more when I get back to the States with using this with my players.
I'd actually seen Coerver, before advertised, and I'd always wanted to go on a Coerver course. And after being on the course, I would thoroughly recommend the course. This is the way that football has to go.
Very, very informative. A lot of good stuff in terms of what we're able to take back to our coaches and help them to prepare sessions and making sure that they're all working towards a programme which we now will be implementing right through the youth academy. With me at the senior club, my job is to develop players to play in the first team, with the grounding and the foundation that this course will give our coaches to help develop the players of the future. We see that it will be a massive conveyor belt for our players to come through and have the right skills, technical skills that will help improve not only Ballymena but hopefully the Irish League when it's take place.
I was really impressed with how much Coerver coaching has changed in its delivery and its structure. It really does help coaches at every level with every player to be able to develop a programme, not just a bit of ball work, but a programme to be able to develop young players right through to being as technically proficient with the ball as they possibly can be.
So some excellent drills, some excellent coaching tips as well as the drills, and we would be looking to implement Coerver coaching as a foundation, as a coaching technique, for coaches through many circular age groups right up through to our small-sided games age groups up through to our full-sided games.
Like the course content, the presentations inside is massively revealing to me. It's something Coerver's been around a long time now. I've worked at it probably since I was 8 years old, so it's a long time now. I was using it at the Liverpool Academy when I was in England and at Oldham as well. But actually seeing the reasons behind it and the content in that way, it's going to improve my coaching massively.
Probably one of the most one-footed players you'll see is myself, do you know what I mean? So if I could have took the stuff I'm learning over these 2 days into my own game when I was younger, it would have helped me massively and more developed as a player, and maybe you never know, I could have obviously maybe played at a higher level. So no, the past 2 days have been absolutely great. The insight, as Matthew says, is second to none, do you know what I mean? Something I'm just new into coaching, so something that's definitely going to be in my coaching probably for the rest of my life.
If they could get all the coaches on it, I think it would be massively beneficial to them as a whole, especially for the younger kids, because I think this needs to be rolled out for 5 and 6 year olds.
For me, it's the next part of my development as a coach, Austin. Just to definitely focus on the ball mastery is essential. Breaking it down to the 1v1 instead of looking at the bigger format, and then just developing it as the kids get older. So definitely for me, it's the next big thing. I have been incorporating the ball mastery into it, but it's just getting more ideas. So the DVDs that you've supplied are essential, and I look very forward to using them. It's the word starting to spread, so when it's something we're going to look at in a whole club, from top down, so from under 6 right up, that's the focus.
I thought it's been absolutely brilliant. It's very informative, and it's just been put across very good, and the drills and the way it's been shown to the pupils and stuff like that there, and the coaches, it's excellent. So it has been.
For me as a football scout, and seeing so many people from across the province being involved with Coerver coaching and taking it on board is invaluable, because it means that we're going to be able to improve the base of the players that are getting an opportunity to develop. If we can get the genetics of the player, the good players with the right genetics, getting an opportunity and creating the environment using the Coerver coaching programme, then we're going to produce more players. The more players we produce, the better the Irish League will come, the better the international team will come, the more players we'll get across the water and playing in England and Scotland and beyond. So long may that continue.
I think for the developed football in Northern Ireland, I think this is a way forward to make us have better technical players, and I think it's more or less duty bound on every Irish League club that they would get Coerver coaching involved in their programme, and get yourself and people that you would employ to come in and work with them. It can only be a benefit to Irish League football, and make it more exciting for the fans to see quality players with great technique, the way they do on TV with the players that they're playing now, who have come through Coerver. I think for us, our coaches, to see the players that have been developed through using Coerver, and the actual coaches themselves that have been working with Coerver for years, like myself and a few other people that are on the course today, it's a massive step that this country should be pushing forward in the future.
If you haven't been on it, get on it as soon as you possibly can. It will give you a whole new perspective on coaching and how to put your sessions together and how to make them more fun for the kids, make them more enjoyable, but also increase your productivity as well in terms of players getting better.